Okay, so I guess I'm gonna go live. The plan was to sort of, I don't know what the plan was. I was gonna do some clothing, fashion stuff, but I think just not. I have to, if I were to do that, I would have to basically, what is this? Yeah, that's right. I would have to basically take out my sewing machine, which I don't think I technically want to right now. So maybe we just do a bit of music today. I don't know. I think today is a music day. I think doing too much at once is a little overwhelming, especially if we have such a small space. I don't have a full-on couture house. Even though I have worked in fashion houses, you need at least 5 or 3 sections, which we do not have. We have literally 2 sections. So I'm gonna just technically work with the situation I have right now. I think focusing on music would be good. So that's what I'll do today. Let's see, just move this. I'm using 2 mics. I'm not using, I know this mic is not the best mic, but I'm using it anyway because I can move around. So the portability is important for me at the moment. Let's move my new little baby over here, this little girl. Okay, she adds to the space, which is great. So I think I'm going to do a bit of music today, just to get, maybe even practice my classical, just to get that together. Only because, yeah, I was going to do the sewing, but I don't know. Too much work, too much work. I don't need a ton of work right now. It's a Sunday. So I might not do the fashion. I might just do the music and pull out this. When I worked music, teaching, I have a whole bunch of books, tons and tons of books. So many books, it's ridiculous. Like, I think I have more books at this stage in music than my mom probably has in her collection, which some, not a ton, but she has a little bit. So I may just do a little bit of music. Welcome in. I was going to do like some sewing, but I don't know. I think today is just not one of the sewing days. So I'm going to just oh, it's still connected to my, that's so funny. I was like, where's that music coming from? Hold on. Okay, we're going to, well, this is the piece that I'm going to do. Hold on. I have all my sites, all the websites that I've done. Let's just put the piano section on. I might change that. Yeah. So I may work on my music, continue working on the production. Sorry about the delay, but yeah, I'm just me and my crazy talk. I am literally just doing some music. I had planned to do a little bit of sewing, but I don't know. That means I need to pull out the whole sewing. My sewing machine's over here. There's my little collection of fashion stuff, but my sewing machine is right underneath. And then I have to set that up. It's a whole different subject. So I'm not going to go into, I don't think today is the day for sewing. It's just going to be too complicated. Plus, I want to get my swim in, so I'll do that later. But for now, let's just get a little bit of music done. It is one of those days for me. I am not expecting to do crazy stuff. I think I've had a whole bunch of solid discussions on here. I've done my master's in the arts, but I also incorporated my music within the master's, and I've had not just exhibitions, but I taught music, and I still teach music and art within my channel. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Cinta. Welcome in. How are you? Hope you're well. Yeah, I think I was actually, I had done a little bit during the late afternoons. I don't know. I changed it around, and then I realized I actually prefer the mornings because I can get the rest of my stuff done, right? Versus evenings where everybody's getting tired and the last thing they want to hear is another like discussion. So I think the mornings from here on out, maybe a Sunday, maybe I do the Sunday and then the Tuesday, just even things out, because I had done it at different times during the week, and then I realized, no, I'm burning myself out. I stopped doing TikTok and Facebook because that burnt me out. So I was like, I'm done. I'm no longer a spring chicken. I'm basically at the stage where I just don't feel as if, I mean, I know a lot of people who are in their 20s, but I'm not 20. I'm double the age. I'm in my 40s. So for me, I just feel as if it's easier for me to maintain my life if I don't do crazy things. Why did it turn off? That's so weird. Maybe I turned it off. Huh. Okay. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I need to like put this together. And then an A. Jeez. Oh my gosh. A. This is, I haven't practiced this in years. Yeah. So this is not worked on. This is like, I'm working on it right now. So I'm busy warming up right now. This is not too, this is just warming up. So if you don't know this song, beautiful piece. Okay, these are all the pieces that I was generally teaching my students. It's been a long time since I've done them myself, so. All the classical pieces anyway. So I'm warming up. I'm using this as my practice session. I usually have my music student, my private music students now, but he's on holidays, so I have to wait till he gets back. So I'm practicing my music in my downtime. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I do have formal music students. If you do want music stuff, I have stuff like courses on my channel. If you're interested to learn classical music or how to read music or composing, but you have to learn to understand how music is composed, meaning you have to learn songs, compositions before jumping into production. Now, I know that when I did production, I personally was self-taught with production, but I mean, I did music production, but I learned how to compose music before jumping into music production, because that is something that I liked to do. Not all music schools will teach you how to compose music. That is something they don't usually do in the curriculum, but I teach you how to compose music in this space. So if that's something you want to do and you want to learn production, I have a whole course that I've set up, and then also art. Okay, so I do both. My warm-up. We're going to get into, I don't know about this piece. I'm thinking about, there's some pieces over here that I'm not sure about. Simple synth. What was it that was bothering my ear the other day? Okay, so this is just something I've worked on, but I've done a whole bunch of things. You can go over to, I don't know, like a whole bunch of playlists, I think. Not, yeah, playlists. And you can listen to the tracks. I'll play you something of mine quickly. Let me just, I'm like, so I'm a little out of it today. I don't know why I'm a little out of it, but I am. I am for some strange reason. Remember, this is something I did when I was in South Africa. I don't have the original track because my old computer was stolen, so now I just have the actual MP4, MP3 of this. Yeah, so this is one of the pieces I produced. I think this piece I had gotten onto Big Brother Africa in South Africa because I knew people and I had connections there. So I had connections in Big Brother and a whole bunch of Sony, all those places. Yeah. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go onto my YouTube, not YouTube, I have to be very careful though. My SoundCloud, let's see, I haven't been on here in a while. SoundCloud, hopefully I can just point in there without being, oh, I gotta sign in. Dang it. Oh, I don't want to sign in right now. Okay, we're gonna leave it. I'm not gonna go there. I'm just going, oh, I could technically go onto my websites and then I can go onto some sections and I can play you some stuff from there. Let's do that. Chromatix music. Big Brother Africa. So here's the little clip. So if you're interested, these are the things that I did. I had worked with somebody before on a few tracks. Yeah, this is the track. So if you want to go onto my SoundCloud, it's here. Okay, so there's that. I don't know if I want to go through. Okay, so there are like a lot of things. You can go onto my website and see what I've done. But I'm an old schooler. I did all this stuff before everybody was getting to kind of get into the programs and stuff. You know, it's back in 1998. I was playing around with this a long time ago. Recently. Okay, let's go back to this other piece. I don't know. Let's work on this. There needs to be some work here. This is like definitely. Let's see if I can. Okay, this is so simple. Okay, that could work. Let's. Okay, so I'm gonna add a next track. I'm just working on this stuff, folks. I'm not really kind of overly focused. Default patch. Oh, there are like a whole bunch of things. Let's just do default. Okay. Okay, defaults. Let's see what we got here. Keep it simple. Keyboard, and then we'll play around with it later. Okay. Oh, and the reason why I'm doing this so openly is because I'm not working for like another company. I run my own business. So for me, it's like I don't have to worry about um, like contracts at the moment because I own all the rights to my music and my own equipment. I don't need to stress out about not freely, openly kind of showing what I'm capable of doing. This is more of the space of me just working with what I have and not panicking about. Yeah, I was invited to do a whole bunch of things, but what had happened is I found that they had told me that the company that wanted me to, and it was so weird, it was just kind of odd. They wanted me to stop producing music and then playing it on social media, which is frustrating because I was so used to just doing that. But most companies wouldn't allow you to produce music in the open if you're contracted to them. So I'm doing this because I'm not contracted to anybody but myself. And that's why I'm sort of like showing what I'm capable of doing because I can, and I don't have to be worried about what other people in companies are going to say because I can just do whatever I want. That's basically why I'm doing it, right? I can do it because I can. If I was in a company or in another company and I was signing contracts, this would not be allowed. So that's one of the reasons why I'm just doing it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I basically, the reason why I'm doing this is because I run my own business and it really doesn't conflict with other people's stuff. So I just openly do this, but you won't find too many people. They would probably invite people to participate in having like a discussion on how to produce and then listening to other people's clips. I could do that, but that would mean that I'm conflicting in issues of copyright if I were to do things like that. What I could do is you guys can take a look at my stuff, and if you're curious about music production, you feel free to openly kind of like ask me questions and then contact me on my Wix, which is Wix sites, which I can just like my Wix site, you can have a conversation with me. I can see because I run my own sites, right? I built my own site, so I don't have to stress out about. I build everything myself. That's what it is. Um, well, let's just do nomadics. So if you go to the nomadics, the Wix nomadics, you can see on here now. You can ask me questions, and I can see the questions. So you feel free if you have any questions to kind of reach out there. Okay, that's where you can contact me. I can even see myself logging in. So that's basically what that is. But yeah, I'm not just doing this because it's just, yeah, I work for myself. That's basically what it is. I built my own setup. I have my own formats, and I basically just do everything because I can. I don't have to hire people because I already know what to do, and I've been doing this for many, many years. I built my WordPress site in 2003 when it first 2003 2004, and when I got into my accident I was on on the Wix, so I learned how to do Wix as well through that process. Yeah, so yeah, this is like, it's good to have skills to do multiple things. I think that my skills with music production helped me kind of figure out how to layer concepts and ideas and put them together in formats. I've also written articles and books, not books. Yeah, I have books actually. I do have books. I've written my own books. Yes, all of that stuff. I've done it all. So that's where I am right now. And if you want to see the outcome of students that I've taught, you can see the quality of work that I do with teaching students privately, because that's the other thing I do is I do take private lessons. I just wouldn't. Yeah, I just need more people that are more serious. Like that's important. I was. You can look at my websites. You can see my resumes and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go back into. Where is it? Where am I? I'm losing my mind today. Is what is this? Is this bass clef? Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I'm just practicing. If you haven't read or learned how to read music, this is something else I do recommend doing. This is important. So I'm literally just going through my music. I'm not taking this thing too seriously, but I feel as if it's important to. I'm a little tired because I have been reorchestrating and reorganizing all of my kind of pages. This is my older stuff. I need to go back and refine this. I don't want to work on this on my, yeah. So this is my old site, but the old site actually functions much better as the business site because I was able to link my own my own store to it. So I don't have to go to Spotify. I don't have to spend money on Spotify. I've already done what I had to do on here, so I don't need to, not Spotify, Shopify. Shopify, Etsy, I've bypassed, and I've gone straight to my own site, and now I'm selling on my own site, which is like super awesome, right? That's like important. I think that's like a good thing. Music side, music production. So I have two sites. One of them is just easier to contact me on versus the other one, which is a little bit more, where is it? Yeah, this one is the one that you can reach me on. It's the layout's a little bit more updated because it's sort of newer, but some of the older projects are already on here. So yeah, be original, be you. Right. I think I'm just a little tired today. I've been organizing and pre-planning a whole bunch of things. Feel free if you have any questions to ask. Oh, I just saw that. I'm playing Monster. I don't know who this crazy monster trucks. Not sure who this person is. Sorry, folks. I'm just like, there's some interesting monster tracks. I don't know if that meant tracks or trucks. Don't know what that meant. That song that I'm doing, sorry, I just saw that now. This is called, yeah, I can't remember. I cannot pronounce it, but it's by Eric Satie. That's the piece that I'm working on. But I have a whole bunch of classical pieces. I'm casually doing stuff. I'm just rounding up what I've done. I'm a little tired, sorry. I was playing the other day Ave Maria. So my student is not here, so I'm just kind of taking the time that he would usually have during this time to work on my own stuff. I'm not sure what I'm doing with production. At the moment, I'm just playing around with the new track, but you can hear all the other tracks I've done on my former lives or my courses, because I do have courses on here. I'm mainly here because I am starting my own, well, I have started my business, and the business is part of an educational, my channel is educational, okay? It's not just social. It's not a social, like I'm 46 years old, so I'm not socializing, if you know what I mean. I'm more like an educator because that's what I do. And my business deals with various types of skills, fine arts, graphic design, book publishing, digital art stuff, right? I'm busy. It's not just like fun and games for me. Everything I do is meticulously business structured. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm not just entertaining. I mean, I'm doing my music because that's what I do as well, but I do have an educational course structure if you're ever interested in the music side, because I'm a music teacher. I'm an art teacher. I do my own fashion. I've lived in 5 different countries. So I'm not just one genre. And people always say, you know, focus on one niche. But I was like, that's not how companies are produced. I worked in large companies, and large companies have multiple areas of fields within their business structure. So as somebody who's worked for many other companies before, even the American Embassy, you see, if you go into office spaces, you see how the structure format works. Since I have skills in various areas, I don't necessarily need to hire people to do it for me because I already know automatically what I have to do, right? That's how it is when you run your own business. Is like you should have all the skills already to be able to do the things on your own. And if you don't, then obviously whoever's managing and directing is obviously not. They should learn from scratch. They should learn their jobs from scratch. That's the whole point. Okay. Yes, I'm an educational channel. I am probably your parents' age, if that helps. Okay. So let me go back into this and just keep working on my music. I'm here if people are interested to take music classes. That's what I'm doing, okay? So you're watching me produce music so that if you're interested, this is something I can help people with. Not as if people do it, but it's probably good to have if you're building your own site or if you're building your own YouTube channel, because I have over 1,300 videos or more, and it's proven time and time again that whatever I'm doing, the system is working with keeping myself from getting into copyright strikes. I have none. I have none. Copyright strikes is like a big problem, right? That's like the hugest thing, is like you'll lose your channel if you have copyright strikes. So that's the whole thing. Okay. Let me go into this old. Sorry, folks. I'm just tired today. This is one of my older tracks. You can hear on my channel, on my videos, all this stuff that you're hearing me. I produce everything myself. Okay. I'm just a little tired. I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just. Okay. This is the older stuff. So basically, I don't have to pay somebody to produce my music, which they will charge about $2,000 to produce a track. I can charge people $2,000 to produce a track. That's the whole thing, right? Yeah. So in most cases, unless you own your own music, if you do a live and then you have music in the background, most of the time, YouTube will basically say copyright strike. So you cannot do, like specifically on YouTube, it will be a problem. I know that other places, if you're selling clothing and you're doing live shows, sometimes it's okay, but I still wouldn't recommend using copyright music for live anything. Unless you're producing it yourself, you're going to get yourself into trouble. That's the whole. This would not be the case if I wasn't producing everything myself, right? That's like the whole thing. So that's a completed piece, and then I have a whole bunch of other ones. But you can definitely look at. I'm not playing my music to entertain people. This is my educational stuff. Right, this is for educational purposes. So I'm not just freely, openly having a party here. This is literally to work through education. So that's basically it. I think I'm just gonna. I think that's enough for now. I think today was just a basic, relaxing, I wonder what time it is. Okay, so I'm gonna get off just because I feel as if it's really one of those days, okay? Thank you again.